Let's namaskar, tap our kundalini, and put ourselves into bandha. Good morning, everyone. Let's do the three great mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Triganatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nimla Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nimla Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradaini Mataji Shri Nimla Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, I surrender everything to you. We'll do follow on from yesterday morning of focusing on the right Muladhara as well as the left and the center. So with our right hand on the ground, our attention on the left Muladhara, we'll sing a mantra to Shri Nirmala Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirmala Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, by your grace, I am innocent. Both hands palm upwards on lap. And we take the mantra to Shri Ganesha Gari. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Gari Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, please make me innocent. Now with our left hand on the ground, right hand towards the photograph, we'll take the mantra to Shri Kartikeya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kartikeya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. And in our heads we very loudly say, Shri Mataji, you are the destroyer of all the evil within me. Take one mantra to Rakshasa Hantri, no Shri. Om Tvameva Sakshat Rakshasa Hantri Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. And we still have our left hand on the ground, right hand towards the photograph. Next mantra is to Rakshagani, Sakshat, no Shri. Om Tvameva Sakshat Rakshagani Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nimala Devi Namo Namaha. Both hands on lap. Shri Ganesha Gari. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Gari Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nimala Devi Namo Namaha. Sri Adi Shakti Puja, Kubala, and I don't know what year.
Well, I should say in a way, if not.
Oh, just give me 1 sec.
And Adi Shakti is a complete personality. It's not only the left side that you know. You all know only the left side. From Sri Ganesha through the ascent of different chakras on the left side. I didn't want to tell you about the right side to begin with. Because those who have gone through the right side got just lost. They got Gayatri Mantra from the writings, but they didn't know what it was about. They just used to learn it by heart. They didn't also know the real meaning of it. And that is how they moved on the right side, and I don't know, they landed up at the Agya. And then they were trying for the self-realization. They were promised that if you do this right side properly, you will reach to the ultimate goal of self-realization. But none of them reached. Most of them got into a terrible temper of cursing others, of destroying others. All these things they learned through their right side movement. There was no Kundalini awakening, and they were made to go up to at the most Agya Chakra, and then they collapsed into different places of complete ignorance. All these books were written without understanding that's not easy to go via right side. But best was to awaken your Kundalini. The Kundalini directly takes you up in the center of all the chakras, up to the Agya and crosses Agya and goes beyond Agya into the Sahasrara. And then it pierces through the Sahasrara. Now, what is so important about the Brahmarandra? From where it pierces? I never told you about it. But now I think for most of you the time has come. You see, in the childhood, the child has a talu, is the spontaneous bone area, which is pulsating always. It is pulsating because the spirit entered through that area. And when you close it, it settles in the heart. Now you have to become the spirit-oriented person. But how to enter into the Sahasrara was the problem. The Tantrikas who were there, they went through the right-left side and they developed all the practices of black, we should say, the left side. So the right-sided became extremely hot-tempered, I should say, extremely ambitious, ferocious, and they started killing people on the basis of cursing. They are very good at cursing people. To be always forward, push back all the people, and override everybody's rights. They were regarded as the most ambitious and most powerful people. Now the Brahmins, and to some extent the Kshatriyas, they took the right side. Because of the right side, they became very powerful, no doubt. They got all the powers over the world, and they were regarded as extremely powerful and majestic people. But they were not, because they were so hot-tempered. Hot-tempered people cannot be spiritual. So they were told, you'll get your spirituality, don't worry, keep moving. And the 7 chakras were described on the right side. According to them, there is Bhu, Bhurva. Bhu is this Prithvi, is this world, Bhu. Bhurva is the complete cosmos, or we can call it Antariksha. Swaha. Swaha is consumption at the Nabhi chakra. And Swada is the consumption inside, is to absorption. Swaha, Swada. Then is the mind, heart, Mana. After Mana came the Agya, the Vishuddhi. The Vishuddhi is Jana, collectivity, people. Go to the people. Jana. Then at the Agya it is Tapa. In Tapa we have Christ in the center. Left side they had Jainism, right side Christianity. They were not actually ascending path. They were just side outlets, you can say, for the energy. of people who were trying to seek the truth. Now this happened for ages in India. All the gurus, all the sadhus, all the big tapasvis, all of them did this. But where did they reach? Tapasvis were the people who could give curses, so sharp to people. They could curse somebody. With the katakshas, with the glance of the eye, they could kill somebody. They could burn something. All right-sided powers they had. And with these right-sided powers, where did they reach? To hell, I should say, in a way, if not in the limbo, as you call it. There, nobody got self-realization. You read the old books from India. But even otherwise, the Greeks, and then we had Egyptians, English, and all kinds of aggressive people. Germans, all of them were aggressive. Catholics, and also you had Romans, all of them were aggressive and were taking the land and property of other countries. Extremely aggressive. They believed in the killing of the people. Extremely insulting, hot-tempered people. So how to bring them to the normal? To the central path. One side was, as I told you, Bhu, Sahaja, Sahaja, is consumption. This was done by Guru principle. Then we have Mana, Jan. That is collective. They became collective, no doubt, because they are so powerful that they had such a lot of people with them to fight for the oppressive. With their oppressive temperament, they were fighting on people and were oppressive. All this kind of generation came in the history, as you know, and then it disappeared. Wars were created. Then so many people were killed. We had Hitler as the maximum of cruelty. He never cared for humanity. Then ultimately it came to the Agra. Agra also they killed Jesus Christ. They destroyed Jesus Christ. They destroyed so many great saints who were really sent through the central path. Some were incarnations and they destroyed them. All this happened since the time of Rama. All that has happened. And one after another, so many Rakshasas came and they destroyed the peaceful culture of the world. Extremely arrogant, show-offs as we can call them, very aggressive people. And this aggression came with such a great force and followed one after another. It went up to a point when people reacted, they were killed and were destroyed. So horrible people were created. All these people, as they were aggressive and destructive. This nature is still within us, some people, because they are right-sided. All right-sided people had this problem. Temper, aggression, controlling others. The growth stopped, and there was no spiritual growth. They wanted to have spirituality, but with this kind of behavior they had developed, spirituality ran away. We had so many incarnations. They all were killed, crucified, or were finished. There was no possibility of saving human beings in general. One bad man came and he ruined the whole world. We had one Hitler who really hit all the people, all the countries, all the nations, and we were all finished. All this is because we have taken to right-sided movement, which they thought was easier for spirituality, which was not. So they crossed all the limits, and they reached a stage that they became absolutely devils, rakshasas, without realizing that human beings are rakshasas. That's what they become. Even their gurus were like that, and nothing but they tortured even the incarnations. All the incarnations were tortured by them. It was really how they saved themselves is remarkable. But ultimately, they couldn't produce any results. So the first thing I tried was to study about the Kundalini, that I should be able to raise the Kundalini. And I knew I had come for that, not for anything else, but only to raise the Kundalini of people so that they take to the central path, not to the right or to the left. But I told you the knowledge of the left side, plus raising your Kundalini. By raising your Kundalini, you broke your Sahasrara and you entered into the realm of real joy, of reality. All these bad qualities started falling out. In the central path, first the Muladhara came. By the awakening of the Muladhara and the central path, you became very pure people. Your eyes became pure. Your licentiousness went away. Your cheapness went away. And you became very, very I think we should call them the holy people. Unless and until that happens, you cannot be in Sahaja. You cannot be a licentious, you cannot be a flirtish, you cannot be a man who wants to grab money from others and all that. Or anyone who is very aggressive would be in Sahaja. So all such people were thrown out. Once they were thrown out, they were showing their teeth, I should say. They didn't like it that they were thrown out. But they understand now, some of them, that we have made mistakes. So first thing is that you must develop your sense of chastity. Respect it and enjoy it. That happened because of your Muladhara being awakened. That's the first chakra on the left side, where you have Shri Ganesha. But on the right side, also we have deities. On every chakra, we have deities to compensate. But Shri Ganesha is in the center. And that's how we were blessed by his powerful purity. And we started understanding the beauty of purity, the power of purity. That's how our right side we finished off. Right side was for fighting, for killing, anger. There was no peace for these people. The only thing they knew was how to dominate others and to be intolerable. So then they rose to a higher level of Swadhisthana. In Swadhisthana, they rose, and the aggressiveness of the creative people to create something. Even now we have many. They create all kinds of nonsense, create all sorts of gross texts, also very, very, I should say, dirty things to make a name. So this is the another thing we got it in Swadhisthana. People who wanted to have a name, a position, that came from right Swadhisthana. Then the third chakra that was there was the Nabhi chakra. On the Nabhi chakra, they went all out to make money. Not Lakshmi, but money. Money by any means. And they cheated the whole world. With this money that they got, they did all kinds of bad things. Either they cheated or they were aggressive. Cheating was very much in the left side countries like India, and aggressiveness in the right side countries. In the center, what quality we have at the Swadhisthana is the creativeness. Creative of art, which is very beautiful, which is very deep, which is absolutely spiritual. That vanished. And people started showing even the incarnations full of dirty habits. All kinds of filth came in with that progress.
I'm just going to stop it there. I'll post it after. Let's just meditate silently, collectively. Let's do the last of the three great mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Mokshat Pradani Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. I hope you're all feeling the bliss that I'm feeling at this point of time. So thank you very much for joining. I'll continue for a couple more minutes and then we'll just finish up. And in your own time, just namaskar, type your kundalini, put on a bandhan and have a wonderful Sahaja day. Jai Shri Mataji.